This is the GTX 280. This is a graphics card. This was released in 2008. This is over 10 years old. So does this piece of legacy technology have any use in 2019? Let's find out. So yeah, the GTX 280, this is a pretty old card now. It was released 10 years ago. So we're going to be testing this out in some modern games to see how well it can perform now. The specs of this card: it has 240 CUDA cores, it has 1 GB of VRAM, and it has a clock speed of 602 MHz. Now the one big thing about this card is it does not support DirectX 11. It only supports DirectX 10. So that severely limits its ability to play any modern games. Most modern games are DirectX 11 or higher. So this card is already very limited on the amount of games it can still play. I did find a few games that do actually still support DirectX 10 though, and they're not the newest games out there, they're actually kind of older. We have Grand Theft Auto 5 and Battlefield 4 that we're going to be testing out on this card. Those are the only games I have that I could actually get this game to work with. All the other games I tried just gave me DirectX errors and like problems, and the games just wouldn't work. So unfortunately this card, very limited on the amount of games they can play. Luckily the games that I did find are fairly big games, so we're going to see how well this card can do. So we're going to be testing at 1080p and 720p just to see how well this card does. We're going to be doing live benchmarking, so you're just going to get to watch me play the game a bit, and I'll have the frames per second and the GPU usage up on the screen and all that. And then I'll also show some benchmark graphs, like like the benchmark graphs at the end of the video, so you can take a look at those. So yeah, let's well, first we gotta get the card into my computer, because can't really do much with it when it's just in my hands right here. Otherwise it's just pretty much a giant paperweight. Alright, so installing a graphics card, really simple. We're just gonna, or not installing, rather switching out a graphics card. Very simple. We're just gonna take our PCI extension cables and we're going to unplug those. These are the extension cables that I featured in the video I made several years ago. That is like my most viewed video on my channel. Also my most disliked video. Yeah, that video was really bad. Oh, and you know what? Make sure you unplug. Very important that you unplug the computer. Otherwise you might get zapped and die. That'd be really funny if that happened. I definitely would have uploaded that. So then there's thumb screws over here. You just unscrew them. It's very easy. And once your thumb screws are out, there's just a little tab here you push back on, and you do that, and you make sure you unplug the HDMI. Don't be an idiot like me and not unplug the HDMI. And then your graphics card's uninstalled. We're just going to set that to the side, and then we're going to take our lovely GTX 280, and we're going to just do the same process in reverse. So install the card, make sure the tab is pulled up, and then find the thumb screws wherever we put them. Those thumb screws like to run away sometimes. Just take your thumb screws. Thumb screws are back in. Just plug back in your PCIe cables. Whether you have extension cables, just regular PCIe cables, just plug those back in, and you're good. You've successfully swapped out your graphics card. And then just make sure you put back on the side casing. Alright, so we're loading into Battlefield 4 here, so you can see we have our frame rate right there, we have the GPU usage right there, and we have CPU, RAM, memory. This is GPU memory, because it's green, this is RAM, so yeah, and then our frame rate right here. It says Direct3D 11, which is DirectX 11, but it's not, because this card doesn't support DirectX 11, so it's just probably an error with Afterburner. So yeah, just waiting on a load screen. And alright, good, we're in here. So let's check our video settings. So right now I have it set to 1080p, the highest settings possible. So we're just gonna get the absolute worst case scenario for this game here. So let's just let's deploy here. Okay. Let's see what this is. Alright, so we're getting about 30 frames per second. So we'll just that is loud. Oh, and I died when I was turning it down. Lovely. So yeah, we're getting about 30 frames per second. It's not terrible. It's not the worst. I mean, it's not great, but oh, I got revived. Alright, so this is okay. Oh, now we have 40. Oh, and I died. Great. I'm not good at this game, but about 30, high 30s, 40s, and now we're in low 30s. We'll just, we'll see. This isn't This isn't really all that great though. Oh, well, that's not the right place to go. Yeah, this is not a great. Oh yeah, now we're in 29. Yeah, this. Oh god, it's like a slideshow. Okay. Like I can't even. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We need to adjust the settings. So we're just gonna. Oh, and I got revived. Wonderful. All right. So we're just gonna adjust these settings. So we'll go. Let's see. We're at ultra. We'll go low. How about low? Let's see what that gets us. All right. So okay. Much better. Now we're at 40 F50s. Feels a lot smoother. Oh god. Oh, I died again. Well, wonderful. Oh, look, 60 FPS. Wonderful. GPU usage, very high. We're at like 90, yeah, I'd say 99% GPU usage. The memory is completely full too, as you can see right there. So it's not bad. It doesn't feel too terrible. It's not a great experience though. I just cannot kill anyone. That doesn't help that it's been forever since I've played this game. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, we get like 60 FPS when like nothing is happening, but then when like all kinds of effects and particles and smoke starts flying everywhere. Oh yeah, I killed someone, wonderful. When all like the effects start happening, the frame rate just tanks. When there's like a lot of people on screen, it's just frame rate just drops immediately. Alright, so I think we've played enough on 1080p. That was Ultra was not playable. Ultra was very unplayable. Low was I could live with it. It's not great. The frame rate does a lot of fluctuating, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't a horrible gaming experience. So we'll just go, let's go 720p. A whole -1 megapixels. Let's see what that does. We'll do we'll just keep low settings. 720p low settings. See if we can get, alright, 80, 90. Okay, granted nothing's happening, so that's to be expected. The game looks pretty bad now though. Does not look great at 720p low settings. Jesus. Got him. Oh. Oh man, I just got blasted in the face. Did you see that? That was horrible. But this is playable. This isn't awful. I could live with this. That's the wrong way again. Why does it keep spawning me in like the wrong way? That's annoying. Oh god. I didn't even know that was an enemy. I thought that was a teammate. I'm being dead serious. I'm not just like completely horrible at this game. I thought that was a teammate. Yeah. So yeah, this isn't too bad. I could live with this. Alright, so now we're in Grand Theft Auto 5, so as you can see we're at 1080p, lowest settings possible, which is normal settings, which is the lowest that they go. GTA 5 doesn't have low settings. They're low settings, they're just called normal settings for some reason. And everything in advanced graphics is turned off, and we're literally, our VRAM is completely full. We barely have enough to even like make the game work, so it'll be interesting to see. Although it's not bad. It has a higher frame rate than the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of the game. Oh, I need to turn that off. Okay. I do not want to get those copyright strikes. Alright, so we're just going to drive around here, see what we can, see how the game performs. I can tell you right now, it's actually performing just fine. I could definitely play, I mean, I did play with this back when I played this game on the Xbox 360. So, yeah. This game is just fun to drive around and then kill people. Just run them down. Look at that. These people didn't even know it was coming. Look at this guy. Or this girl. Oh. Damn, she went flying. Did you see that? That was awesome. Don't ever do this in real life, by the way. Oh god. This guy. Look at this guy. He's... oh man, I'm crashing my car into everything. Oh no, a dog! I'm not gonna kill a dog. That's just me. That's just cruel. I mean, I'll run people over all day. I don't care, but I'll never kill a dog. That's inhumane. Let's see if I can outrun these cops. Well, don't think of an outrun. Our back. Oh, lovely. God, everything on our car is just falling off. Oh god, the cops are coming. Oh, okay, looks like I lost them. Cool. Stop sign. We need the stop sign. You don't need stop signs. 25 miles an hour. Please. Please.
Hey, you don't see me driving here?
Friggin' taxi. Hit that telephone pole. What a horrible driver. That taxi. Jeez. I'm actually enjoying this, which means it's playable and that I'm having a good time because the frame rate isn't taking away from my enjoyment of the game. So, there you go. Oh no. Oh, no. Start. Well, this is a great time to switch over to 720p, which, I mean, if this was playable, then I'm sure 720 is just going to be even more playable. They do have the static benchmark test I could run. That's probably what I'll do for the graphs that you'll see at the end of the video. I'll just run that static benchmark test. Yo, I got a car, or a giant vehicle, whatever, a recreational vehicle, there you go. Oh no! Driving on two wheels. Sharp turn. Definitely didn't yield for that sign. Get out of here, you tractor. Oh, he's got road rage. Out of here. Friggin' tractor. Friggin' tractor, man. He's dead. Uh-oh. Cops are coming. Someone's coming. An ambulance is coming. Yeah, you just go ahead. Okay. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. 60 miles an hour. I don't even think this thing can reach 60 miles an hour. Alright, let's hit this jump. Ready? Ooh. Yeah. Oh man, that was anticlimactic. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Alright, that was strange. Freaking radio. So there you go. That's the GTX 280. That's how it can perform in some more modern day games, and it's not that great anymore, unfortunately. The GTX 280 is just, it's old. It's really old, and it doesn't really have modern day features. I mean, it doesn't have any support anymore. They don't make driver updates for this anymore, and it doesn't support anything higher than DirectX 10. So yeah, this card really just, it's unfortunate because it actually performs well in the games that I tested it in. It doesn't do bad. I mean, it's not really a great experience because of that VRAM. You get a lot of stuttering and hitching. It's not really a good experience. So should you buy the GTX 280 in 2019? Is it like a good budget gaming graphics card? No. Unfortunately, it just suffers from a lot of problems. Again, driver updates, DirectX support, VRAM issues. Has only 1 gig of VRAM. It just doesn't, it's just unfortunate. It doesn't really get anything else because it's actually not, like, the GPU itself performs well. I think if it had some extra VRAM, I think this might actually be a decent card, and if it had, even if it supported DirectX 11, I think it would, it might get a recommendation. Unfortunately, because of that, I honestly think it's time to just retire the old GTX 280. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.